Rosie that woke me up this morning. It was this one who now wants to go outside there, but it's raining. He was actually out, went to the bathroom after I let him out the door, and then I heard it pour down rain. So he got caught out in the rain, didn't you? So he's not too wet considering. Pretty heavy. You can't go back out in the rain. Oh, I can hear your tummy. You're not feeling good, mate. Oh, that's the noisy dum-dum. Darling, it's... I'll have a look if it's raining, but I'm pretty sure it's still raining. Because I don't care. I want to go out in the rain. Oh my goodness. Still raining, so the best I'm going to do for him is open the door. You can have some fresh air. You're not going out in the rain. You have to go out the back way if you want to go out. I love you and you're beautiful, but it's raining out there. I gave him, I let him out. You can't see him though. He's out there eating some grass. Poor Papa. Don't you think it's currently raining? You two aren't going out though. Oh, just special for Fuzzy because he's an old boy. Didn't you go to the toilet now? Oh my goodness. Puppies. Puppies. Everyone else went before when they should have, when they got up. No, not Rosie, because she tried to get her seat instead of getting. You two have already been out. Oh, you're lined up already. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, Rosie, careful. Oh, it is still raining. Just packed Kevin's lunch for the last time in 2 weeks. Over two, it'll be like 2.5 weeks before I have to pack lunch again. I haven't got like a made thing for him from home, so I'm going to see if he wants to take this in, because again it's a very wet, gloomy day out there and he might not want to have to go and get lunch, so he can take that with him and we can either have it or not have it. I don't know if he's got any. He usually keeps some sort of noodle soup things at work, but I don't know if he's got any left, so I'll put that there and he can see it and he can take it if he wants to. Well, wouldn't you know, we actually managed to get our business class upgrade for our flight to Queenstown. We're using I find it's a good use of points to use. I find it's good to use points for getting upgrades. So we'd applied for an upgrade and we got one, because apparently the plane is pretty empty. But there is a case in Sydney and the source is unknown. So I guess we're waiting here at 11 o'clock what's happening, because if New Zealand don't trust that it's under control, they will close their border to us again. I guess we'll see what's happening. Kevin seems to think it's doubtful we'll get to go now. So I think I'm going to hold off packing the suitcase. Most of my stuff, as you know, is kind of organised up there, and wait to see what 11 o'clock brings. And then after that, if it looks like we might get to go, then I will go ahead. I really want to go now. I'm ready to go. I'm mentally ready to go. I don't like leaving the dogs off, obviously, but I'm ready to go now. I'm ready for a nice holiday again, because my Cairns one came to a bit of a catastrophic end with my last few days being out with my sore ankle, which is still it's 90% better now, I'd say. It's pretty good now. And my knee's been behaving itself. So it was a bit niggly earlier on this morning, but nothing like it was. Not consistently niggly, so I think that's okay. But yeah, I guess we'll just wait and see, and I'm going to have to get groceries if we're not going away, because I've run the house down of, like, especially fresh food. But we wouldn't starve anyway, because there's so much food in this house. Yeah, I think we don't go. I might actually do a bit of a challenge, and I want to try and, we've got to defrost this chest freezer every so often, so we do need to get the supplies in that down so that I can do that. fingers crossed that we get to travel. I mean, we know you take a gamble. It's like even the Queensland trip. It's always a gamble. While there's a pandemic on around the world, things are going to happen. So you can just be unlucky because things have been so good around here for ages. But it's just so fun. The guy that's got it, well, I assume it's a guy. I think it's a guy. He'd been to so many places. Like he'd been to the movie theatre and he'd been to like so many places, which obviously means it's because he went to so many. Like if Kevin or I, if we happen to get it, we haven't been to many places. Like we don't go out much. We really still don't go out a lot and expose ourselves and expose others to the potential of getting the coronavirus, because we're trying not to do that because it's still a risk. It's always a risk. So, but yeah, there are other people like this guy who's been, you know, he'd been to like 20 places in the space of a few days when he'd been infectious before he found out he had it. And I don't know where he got it from. That's the biggest issue. I don't know where it's come from. He's not been in the usual things like the hotel quarantine or international travel. You know, he's not been exposed to any of those things. So, yeah. But fingers crossed that we get to go. But I do not want to do a hotel quarantine. So, I don't mind doing like a home quarantine at home. When we come back, if we have to go into like self-isolation at home, that wouldn't bother me at all, because I pretty much do that anyway. But I don't want to spend 2 weeks in a hotel. Definitely not. So if it looks like that might be the case, then we won't be going. Anyway, we'll see what happens later on. Worse than yesterday morning. My shower, gotten dressed, and I have sorted through my toiletries to make sure everything's fine. I just need to refill my cleanser and shampoo, and that should be it. Should be, I've got a few bits and pieces here so don't fit in there. I'll have a home in there. Yeah, that should be fine. Everyone's peanut woofers. You've got to sit. Fuzzy Pants, you coming to sit? Oh, good boy, Coda. Coda's trying all the tricks. Record. Drop. 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 Tell me that. Drop. No. Drop. Drop. Chew. Drop. Drop. Good boy. What did you do, Fuzzy? Did you speak? Oh, you're going to sit down. Good boy. Oh, and a paw. What is he going to do? You going to eat nicely? Good girl. What are you going to do this time, Coda? Up. 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 What about you? I would like a paw. And a shake. Oh, good boy. You haven't done any tricks for a long time. What about you, Fuzzy? You going to do another sit and a paw? I was trying to do a standing paw. Oh, good boy. Oh. I fear that today is one of those days where I'm going to forget to film. But I don't know when I last filmed. Had my shower and gotten dressed. Have I filmed since then? I don't know. I think I did, yes, because I talked about my toiletries that I'd checked them. I'm supposed to have another veggie patty sandwich for breakfast because didn't have much else, I don't think. I'm besides cereal, which it's too cold and dreary out there for cereal today. Been and picked up after the dogs, taken out my food waste bin because it's Thursdays. Yes, the bins go out tonight. I'll empty the kitchen bin a bit later on after I've gone through the fridge and cleaned out the fridge. And yeah, I think that's where I'm up to now. I'm just having breakfast, cup of tea. Mum and Dad are going to come up and visit later on. I was going to go down, but I thought I might not want 4 wet dogs in their house. So given that they can actually stay dry, their feet are going to be all wet. Mum appreciated that, so they'll come up sometime. So yeah, I'm still just waiting on 11 o'clock news. Fingers crossed, the news is good. And yeah, I guess I'll check again in the morning what New Zealand's up to. Okay, well, good news. The report is no further cases at the moment. They've still got the one person. And they're doing a 3-day some restrictions in place. And it includes Wollongong. We're in Greater Sydney apparently. So, but it's just masks compulsory indoors, which isn't going to affect me at all because the airport does have that anyway. And then maximum of 20 people at your house, something like that. So nothing that really impacts us at all. So yeah, I assume our flight will go ahead. So I'm going to get on with doing some packing before having a lunch. And Mum and Dad came over for a visit, so that was nice. I'd offered to go over there and I said, oh, if you prefer, I said, I can come down there with 4 wet dogs, or you can come up here if you prefer. She said she'd come up here. But the sun, look, can you see that at the moment? Sunshine. I don't think it's going to last too long somehow, but it's sunny out there now, so who knows. Especially 100% chance of rain all day. But anyway. So for Christy, she's got to go out soon, so she's happy that it stopped raining. Alright, let me get on and get clothes packed. I've already got a little pile there. And there's probably not much more to add to it besides my big jacket. So yeah, I'll get that done. bag is as packed as I can get at the moment. I'm just still trying these boots, walking around in them, see how they go with my funny feet. And I'm going to tell this is an onboard bag because I've got to take my medications and my laptop. So that or a backpack, but I think we're going business class over anyway, so I think that's the easiest thing to take and have plenty of room. I've still got my chargers to go, although they're really small now, my charging stuff. Actually, I might even have to downsize. What other bags have I got here? I don't know my charging will be that small. It's a padded bag, I don't need a padded bag for it. Did I have, I might see if that one's any good. I've got some other bags downstairs too. I'm trying to find my little jewellery bag. I can't find it at the moment. Okay, lunch is just a couple of the Guardian chicken tenders and some potatoes. And I just see there has been a second case today. Well, wouldn't you know it, I was just refilling our meds and Kevin rings to tell me New Zealand have paused the travel bubble with Australia for 48 hours. It starts midnight tonight, so obviously we cannot fly tomorrow. Kevin didn't know how long it went for, and I said, well, they've only paused it for 48 hours, I guess just to see what happens, because there was a second infection, the wife of the first person, but they still don't know where the man got it from. So there's obviously someone else has given, at least one person has given it to him, but there's more likely more around, I guess. So, yeah, New Zealand have paused for 48 hours. So I said to Kevin, see if we can rebook our flight for Sunday, and then we'll see what happens then. Let's say a bit more, but we'll know, I guess it's only 48 hours after today. They should have worked out, hopefully by then, where it's come from. We've got our accommodation booked and everything, so you'll need to ring her. Need to contact her, let her know what's happening too. We know it's the risk. We knew it's a big risk travelling, you know. We're unlucky, which obviously we are being unlucky at this stage. That's what happens. Can be lucky, you can be unlucky, and this is our turn to be a little bit unlucky. We still may be lucky and get to, Kevin will have to go for work eventually, as soon as he can go anyway, so yeah, well, yeah, just keep on keeping on. Bit of a shame, but anyway, I'm all packed, I'm ready to go, and at least I don't need any of those clothes. I'll just get my underwear out and pyjamas out, and that's probably all I need to get out anyway. I was actually just thinking, oh, I've just got to finish off, and I'm actually tired now. I don't want to finish off anymore. But, yeah. Them's the breaks. Still can't get over that news. Like we're in the middle of doing all the medications. Gotta tidy that up. Anyway, I'm gonna come and do the doggies dinner. Just started raining again. Kevin's all settled now. I think we're sorted out. I've just heated up some vegan lasagna from the freezer and cooked some corn cobs that we had left over and put a grocery order in because obviously my fridge is all empty. So I've been cleaning out the fridge. No potatoes. I had to get some potatoes and just got a few bits and pieces. And we've obviously got meals in the freezer. We've got plenty of food here, but just enough to tide us over a little bit. Anyway, we're going to have dinner and we've got the last episode of Shameless ever to watch. Oh my goodness, what a sad evening it's turning out to be.